My name is Stephen Dow, and for 52 years, Somerset, Kentucky was the only home I'd ever known. I built my life and my business there. I helped over 2,000 families buy and sell homes as either agent or broker. I successfully oversaw over $300 million in real estate transactions. And I grew my brokerage from nothing, no listings, no agents, no buyers, to 30 agents, nearly $100 million a year in sales, and 3 offices located in Somerset, London, and Danville, Kentucky. Somerset was home. But in 2024, I died twice. I spent most of that year in the hospital. But thankfully, by the grace of God and the doctor's hands, they brought me back from death. During that time, I was in several comas, and I was on a ventilator. When I woke up from the first coma, I began to hear the nurses speaking over me, and they were getting my information wrong. Immediately, I was filled with fear that they would mistreat me, not knowing the truth. I needed to tell them what was accurate, but I couldn't speak. I didn't know why I couldn't speak. I just knew there was something in my mouth and throat keeping me from it. So I pulled the ventilator out myself, and in doing so, I damaged my vocal cords. And that's why I sound like this now. But don't feel sorry for me. I'm grateful that I sound like this, because for weeks after that, I couldn't talk at all. And then, for several more weeks, I could only speak in a whisper, and you really couldn't hear me. But over time, my voice has gotten stronger and stronger. I can now complete a full sentence without having to stop. And so, like I said, I'm grateful, and God is good. I had to relearn to do everything. For a while, I couldn't even roll over in the bed. Sitting up was impossible. Standing with 2 people on each side, I could not stand. So I'm grateful and blessed. Finally, on August the 26th, I got to come home. I was on a walker. I couldn't stand long enough, even on the walker, to microwave food. I was on oxygen 24/7. But I don't quit, and I don't give up. I worked every day on getting stronger. And by January, I thought I was ready for a new challenge. And I got a little, sorry about that, and I got a little dog. I named Sammy. Well, actually, he named himself, because Sammy was the only name that he would respond to. So he kind of chose it. Sammy was 9 weeks old. And Sammy was a godsend because he required constant care. And so that forced me to get up and take care of him. My home in Somerset had 3 levels. You can kind of see Sammy right now. And Sammy, being a pit bull, was afraid of stairs. Yes, pit bulls are very gentle and afraid of everything. So I would carry Sammy up and down the steps when I could barely get up them myself. And I knew this was a disaster waiting to happen. And so I did the only thing I could do. I put my house up for sale, which was very hard. I'd worked long and hard to make that home what it was. It had been remodeled from top to bottom. I had an in-ground pool put in. I had a hot tub in the garage out back. But I couldn't take care of it. And so I began to look for a 1-level rental in Somerset. Something I could manage while I kept recovering. But everything I found was either overpriced or they wouldn't let me keep Sammy. No pets allowed. And here's the thing. Sammy already wasn't just a pet. He's my baby. And he was helping me to get better. And he still is. People told me, just call him a service dog. And you can keep him. But that's dishonest. And that is not who I am. So I kept searching. And somehow I found apartments in Bowling Green. Not only were they cheaper than the ones in Somerset, but they had a pool, which was important to me. They also had a gym, which meant I could work on my recovery. And maybe even best of all, they wouldn't only let me keep Sammy, but they had a dog park for him. That was pretty cool. I never thought I'd leave Somerset. It's all I've ever known. But I came to Bowling Green and I instantly fell in love with this city. And that love has only grown as I've come to learn more about it. So, here's why I'm telling you this. I didn't move here because I had to. I moved here because Bowling Green was where I felt like I could heal. And I'm building a new life. And now I'm bringing everything I learned in Somerset and that 2,000 plus transactions to help people here who believe in the dream of home ownership. I'm not just passing through. I'm all in. I'm home here. So, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Bowling Green or the surrounding counties, I want to help you. I know what it's like to start over. I know what it's like to fight for what matters. And I know how to get your home sold. or help you find the perfect one. My slogan has always been, folks do well with Dow. And I'm ready to prove that right here in Bowling Green. I'm Stephen Dow. Let's talk.